Hello children, welcome to our grade 4 social studies class, and the lesson we are going to learn today is lesson 4.1, understanding rivers. You all know that rivers are also one of the main sources of water bodies. So today we are going to deal with two important facts, that is water rivers and the different parts of the rivers, and the second important thing, uses of rivers. So without getting delayed, let's start with the contents of the lesson. In this lesson, we find many new words such as rivers, civilization, sediments, tributaries, distributaries, silt, parasailing, irrigation, fertile and waterways. Now, let's go to I think section of our textbook and read the conversation between Meher and Irani and his school friend Ajay. Mr. Irani's school friend has come to visit Irani's family after many months. Meher: Hello Ajay uncle, how are you? Ajay uncle's response: Hi Meher, I have been busy with work. Meher asks: Yes, I heard you telling Papa and Ma that you were doing some work to keep Mumbai's rivers clean. What work do you do for the rivers? Ajay uncle's response: I work with an NGO that cleans Mumbai's rivers. We organize events to pick up the waste thrown into rivers. We talk to school children about keeping rivers clean. We also speak to the government to make cleanliness real strict. It is very important to clean rivers because the health of our villages and cities depend on them. Meher gives a very good response. Oh, are rivers really that important? So Ajay uncle is a person who is working with NGO, and he has made sure that the rivers are to be cleaned so that the cities and the villages stay healthy. Now children, can you answer to this question? Who is responsible for keeping the rivers clean? Yes, as we have dealt the lesson, the children, the government and the adults all must take active participation in keeping the rivers clean for the health and the well-being of the people. So the answer is D, all the above. So now let's look into the contents in I remember section. A river is a large natural stream of flowing water. Usually, rivers flow towards a large water body like a sea or ocean. Sometimes, rivers also flow into caves under the ground. Rivers provide water which is necessary for all kinds of life forms such as plants, animals, and other organisms found in the water. Rivers have played a pivotal role in the growth of many ancient civilizations. So, in short, rivers have a significant place in the growth of the human life. A river begins on a higher ground, in such as from the top of the hills or the mountains, and flows down to the lower ground. It first starts as a small stream and gets bigger and bigger as it flows onwards. The journey of a river is divided into high area, middle area and low area. Let's look at the picture and understand the journey of a river. The high areas, the place where a river begins, is called its source. It can be a hill or a mountain. It is usually on a highland. The water flows down very fast and carries rocks and other materials along with it. It's clearly depicted in the picture. Middle areas. Here, the river slows down. The slope of the land is less. The river deposits sediments which are made up of mud, the rocks and the sands and other materials which is brought down by a river from the mountains or hills. As you can see in the picture, the size of the river has widened and has grown bigger. Now, what is a low area? The mouth of the river is where it meets a large water body such as a sea or an ocean. The mouth falls at the low area, usually called as a delta. A delta, as we have dealt in the previous lesson, is a triangular piece of land which is made up of sedimentary deposits which is left by a river flowing into a large water body. So, this is the journey of a river. Now, let's go ahead and learn few more interesting facts from the picture which shows the source and the course of a river. As you can see, the river begins at the top of the mountains, flowing down to multiple areas and meeting the other rivers and channels, and finally meeting the large water body. And you can also see the delta, which is in a triangular shape. What are tributaries? Tributaries are the small streams and rivers which join the main river. As you can see in the picture, here the small streams and the rivers which join the main river are called as tributaries. Distributaries. When the main river breaks into the middle and forms different streams, those are called as distributaries. The soil or the sand that is brought down from the mountains by a river is called a silt. Yes, it is S-I-L-T, silt. When there are heavy rains, the water in the river outflows and the neighboring areas gets flooded up. Now let's go into an interesting section, that is understanding the different parts, and let's discuss the uses of rivers. My dear children, a river is such an important source of life. The water from the sources is used for agriculture, that is growing crops in the fields. Next, a habitat for all types of fishes and water animals. The fishermen usually survive fishing on the rivers. The next important use is the transportation, that is moving from one place to another. Recreation. As you all know, it's a lot of sports activities such as sailing, skiing and other fun activities. Next important use is generating electricity, that is producing electricity and distributing. Let's discuss about all these things in detail. Agriculture. The soil that is brought down by the river, which is known as silt, is very fertile. And the water from the rivers is supplied to the fields to grow crops, which is called as irrigation. The second one is fishing. Rivers are a source of food such as fish, crabs, prawns and so on. These are the sources of food for many humans and animals which depend on water. Thirdly, transportation. Traveling by water is the cheapest means of transportation. Boats and steamers are the best examples of transport in rivers from one bank to another. Fourthly, generating electricity. Several rivers move from high areas to low areas. When the water falls from a great height, the force is very high and thus the hydroelectricity can be used to produce electricity. Dams help in holding water and generating electricity. Fifthly, recreation. Some recreation activities are swimming, boating, fishing, bird watching and so on. In high areas, river rafting is possible and a popular sport. And in low areas, that is in beaches, parasailing is very popular, as you can see here in the picture. These are the beautiful sporting activities that give us pleasure and relaxation. Now, let's try to answer the train my drain. What is a river bank? The land which supports the river on either of its sides is called the river bank. Mention any two uses of rivers. We have learnt many uses. So, we take in agriculture and transportation. Now, in I Apply, let's learn about the river pollution. Unfortunately, nowadays rivers are being polluted. Here are some reasons for river pollution. Waste from farms, cities and factories is dumped in rivers. People throw plastics into rivers which are not decayed. Fish, birds and the other creatures which eat these plastic things, they die and pollute the water. After various festivals, people immerse idols of gods and goddesses into the rivers. As you all know, after the Ganesh Chaturthi and after the Durga Puja, we immerse the idols of the gods. So the paint used on these idols poisons the underwater creatures. Very often dead animals are also dumped into the rivers. Here in this picture you can clearly see how the pollution of the rivers is done. The first picture depicts the outlet of the factories, the second the immerse of the idols, and the third one the wastewater thrown into the rivers. Now be amazed. Given below are some important rivers of the world. The largest river in the world is River Nile in Africa. The second is the River Yangtze in Asia. The third popular river is the River Amazon in South America. The fourth one is River Danube in Europe. To be amazed, the River Nile is around 6,690 kilometers. That means it is much longer than the diameter when measured from India's top to bottom, that is from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. I hope you had a very good time in today's lesson. So see you until our next session. Until then, bye.